This is crazy. Don't look at me.
You're not going anywhere good with toxic people. Cut that shit out.
Am I being crazy right now by the idea of flying to him? And this is why it's so important to really pick and choose your friends.
I'm not telling you my fucking tea.
Virgo girls are truly like my favorite.
Welcome to your favorite podcast. It's Full Coverage with your host, Laura Lee and
Manny MUA.
Welcome. We're here. We're back again, and we are ready to spill the tea on a new rapid fire.
Honey, and there's so many things happening.
There are.
And there's like things I really just want to dish with. This is going to be a real key episode.
Yeah.
I really just want to
Me and Manny have things we want to discuss, but we've held off discussing them together for you. So you can be part of the conversation with us. But first, peaks and pits always. And we wanted to do a joint peak because we just got back from mother and father. Mother
and father.
A joint peak because we just got back from a trip from Florida. And we wanted just to talk about it.
You guys, we went to Destin, Florida. And it was just blissful.
It really
was because honestly, I mean the first day the weather, I mean it was cloudy, so it wasn't like the best, but the thing is the weather just kept getting like better and better every single day. And what was crazy to me is that it wasn't like jarringly humid.
Yeah, it really wasn't.
Which I was like, even when we went last time, which was much earlier in the year, I think maybe like in May or something. Yeah, it was hotter and more humid. And I would think in summer
the weather was gorgeous. So we did a little Labor Day weekend trip. It was so good. We went with all friends. It was 7 of us, and we just had the best time.
We all stayed in the house.
Yes, it was like, I don't know, it was like camp.
It was adult camp. And I was thinking when we were all there, I was like, this literally is like a frat house.
Yes.
Like we were in a frat fucking house.
Right.
And I loved it because the thing is, all of us, because we're all actual grown-ups, we like to be together, but then we also can be like, okay, like let's get on our phones, like let's do our like work and do things. So it's not like we're feeling like weird about like not being right next to each other at the same time because we all have like lives.
And we all know each other so well too. You know what I mean? So it's so easy. We did a game night every night. You guys, you have to play the game if you have a group. Hues and Clues or the Mole. The Mole or Hues and Clues. They're both like some of the most fun like card board games. So we played those every night. I'm like, wow, we're really 30. We're like, should we go out? And we were all like, no, let's play games.
We literally, you guys played every single night. And if you guys want to battle with your friends, play the Mole.
Play the Mole.
If you want to battle, if you want to like think that your friend's a lying ass bitch,
play the Mole. I feel like my favorite day is always Crab Island.
Oh my God. Honestly,
always.
I had actually so much fun going to Crab Island. I had an amazing time the first time too, but this time I actually went with you guys into the
water.
The water.
You got in the water.
And I went into the actual like part where like in the middle.
Yeah.
And it was so fun seeing the Crab Island festivities of people like, playing games and like flying their kites. And like there's full blown like floating restaurants almost.
Yes.
Like we went and got snow cones. We got like mangonadas. We got so much stuff out there.
They have barbecue, pizza, burgers, anything you want. And also they have little girls on boats, so you can just flag them down. They'll sell you boiled peanuts or
ice cream,
watermelon ice cream, whatever you want is out there. It's just so fun. It's like a sandbar in the middle of the ocean. We went last year. We go all the time, but I took my girlies last year.
And they lived.
And they live. It's all about knowing someone with a boat.
I was also about knowing like someone that like knows the area.
Yeah.
Because like honestly, if we just went to Destin for like just ourselves, I wouldn't know
to go there
these things, or even like the restaurants that we've gone to, or like even like cute little places like the wharf and stuff. I would not know those things. But you're like, you grew up around that area.
Right, going to that area. So like in Destin, like I always say, like, yes, if you're from the surrounding tri-state area, yes, of course you know about Destin, but like majority of the United States, every time I say this, people are like, I know about Destin. I'm like, yes, because you're from the tri-state area. People that aren't, they're from up north or the west, they've never heard of Destin, which also people are like, stop telling people. But I'm like, it's honestly, Destin doesn't even know what busy is.
The Emerald Coast.
They don't even know what busy is. We're from LA. I'm like, baby, it's not crowded. It's not crowded.
Don't even say anything about the crowdedness.
It's not crowded.
If you haven't been to New York or LA. Okay?
Now
don't
that's crowded.
Yeah.
Now that whenever you show up for dinner at 5 and they're like, we could get you in at 9, that's crowded.
Well, how about the one night at the restaurant where you guys
crazy.
It was sickening. So there's this restaurant that we went to last time. It's called Back Porch. And honestly, sickening. They have these little crab claws. I loved it.
It's my favorite restaurant in Destin.
It's amazing. So I think it was on Saturday night that we went. We get up, we pull up. I will say that was blown out.
It was blown
I will say
the fuck
it was blown
out.
the hell out because it was also Labor Day weekend. So I think it was actually more busy.
It was probably like 50 people out there waiting.
Yeah, 50 people out.
I would say
waiting.
like 50
Parties.
people out there, parties out there waiting. And so when we pulled up, we were just like,
fuck.
We were like, ain't no way.
We're like, okay, we're not gonna go here. We're gonna go somewhere else. Like we just immediately knew. So our friends Z and Val, they're like, okay, we're gonna get off and just see like what the wait will look like while me, Gabriel, and Laura are in the car. I'm like, okay, cool, sounds good. We let them get off, and we're like, we're about to just drive off, right? Like we literally, we didn't even park.
Let me just turn this car around and pick them up.
We're like, we're not doing it.
And they straight up called us and were like, hey, we got a table
right now.
We were like, what?
Wait, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So we walk up, and literally as like they look like a little couple, dead ass. Like Val and Z, they literally look like a couple going up.
I'm dead.
And they're like, what? Like a table. They're walking up together, like, hey, it's our honeymoon. So the woman's like, actually, that table right there just got let up. Mind you guys, there's like the list to wait is like 45 minutes to an hour was like the wait time.
Totally.
They walk up and they're like, oh, that table just got free if you want to sit. And they're like, yes. So we essentially like skipped the whole line.
And they called us and were like, we have a table right now. And I'm like, there's literally 50.
They were kidding with us.
Thought they were lying. We're like, shut up, come get in the car. And they were like, no, the table's empty. So that was like such a peak of the trip.
It was like, because we really wanted to go, but we're like, we're not waiting for an hour.
No.
We didn't have it in us to wait. So it was truly blissful. The whole thing. Your birthday was awesome. Like, loved being able
we
to
celebrated
like,
my birthday
celebrate your birthday there.
What a great birthday it was to be surrounded by like super close friends and like all on a trip together. Buntinis, game nights, like all those things is like all that I want for my birthday, just to be surrounded by love. And we always do a tradition, like on each out of our friend group, on each birthday we do a dinner. So it was perfect because we were all together and we did like our little thing. And I loved it all. I felt very, very loved. And thank you to everyone who wished me happy birthday. It was very sweet. And you guys always, every year, it's crazy. Y'all start on August 31st every year. Y'all are like, happy birthday, girl. I know it's tomorrow. And that is like so sweet and special for y'all to remember me in that way. And I just want to thank all of y'all for all the birthday wishes because it does make me feel very special.
That's so cute.
I love Virgo season. Virgos
I love the season, the time. Virgos are my favorite.
They're the
girls. Virgo girls are truly like my favorite. And also what's cool about Virgo season 2 is that it's kind of the hailing of fall.
Yes.
And so I love fall time. It's like the second September 1st hits, it's like your birthday and literally like,
you know, I'm so happy my mother had me on September 1st. I was 3 weeks early, by the way. So I was supposed to be
blessing.
It was a blessing. I was supposed to be born a little deeper into September. But first of all, September 1st, gorgeous birthday.
Also just like
the number
9-1, like stop. It's just perfect. It's like phonetically, it's just so nice.
It is. It's such a beautiful number and such a beautiful day.
It's just a stunning time.
It's like a princess was born on that day.
Literally.
But also, it's like, still every September 1st is Labor Day weekend. So always my birthday is on Labor Day weekend. So it's still hot and it's still warm.
Yes.
And you know I'm a summer baby. But it is the christening of fall time.
Yeah, it's like kind of like the best combo in a weird way. Because it is
like the best day on earth.
Labor
September
Day is the
1st,
hailing, you know?
It's like you still get the beautiful hot summer weather. Everybody's still out on vacation because it's Labor Day weekend, but yet we're ready. It's the cusp. We are lighting fall
Everyone's
candles.
off Labor Day weekend, so you actually get to celebrate with you. It's like great.
I'm telling you, my mom couldn't have planned it better.
Like, and
she didn't plan it.
December is like she got pregnant?
January. I would say January.
Okay, got it.
Right? Because it's 40 weeks. A pregnancy is 40 weeks. So I don't know. But anyways, I'm like, well, thank God. It's just the perfect.
It is perfect.
It's so perfect.
It is perfect.
I had a very great birthday.
Good.
And
I'm so glad it was amazing.
It was
so fun.
Beyond. So
my gift's at the house, by the way. I forgot it. And right now in this moment, I'm like this.
Listen, we did a whole ass trip. I'm good.
I still got it.
I'm good. We're good. I'll see you again. I'm sure of it. I'm sure I'll see you again very soon. Like tomorrow.
Tomorrow, actually.
But anyway, so I just want to say thank you guys for all that. We had the best little trip. It was so
amazing.
Much fun.
It was an amazing trip. Honestly, like no notes. And it's so cool to have like a group that you can just really be with and travel with and not have problems. And I think that it's a blessing, like really, like when you're older to have a group. And this is why it's so important to really pick and choose your friends, because when you become an adult and you get into your adult life, you get to have those abilities to choose your friends and who you want to be around with. And you want to spend that time that is so precious. And as you get older, time goes by faster. And you want to spend it with people like you really, really care about, that you fuck with heavy.
Yeah, you fuck with really heavy. I did a TikTok, which I haven't posted yet, but I'm gonna post it later. But I did all the things I did in my 20s that I would never do in my 30s.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
One was smoke cigarettes.
Well, you know
I
what's so
love
funny?
the little drunk
I
seeds.
forgot that you used to do that.
Well, I would smoke them in high school to be cool.
I was gonna say, actually, I don't think I've ever seen you smoke a cigarette.
Never,
but like,
never,
that
never,
was never.
never.
Like, I never. I
That
forgot
was
that
like a
registered.
2-year like
span.
that was a quick
phase,
phase for me. So in high school I'd smoke on to be cool, and then whenever I was like 21, 22, I'd be at the bars and I got
course,
drunk. A
and you're
little
fucked up.
drunk ciggy was definitely lighting up. So that was like my cigarette era. Never would even touch, even in my late 20s I would never touch a cigarette. But anyways, binge drinking. Mandy's like, well,
I'm like,
I see you do that before.
on my laptop. Huh.
But I used to go out
But you
and
don't
binge
binge. I was
drink.
like, that's the difference. You're not binging.
No. And yes, I've gotten drunk in my 30s.
that's not a
of
binge.
course. It's not binge.
You're not a
drinking.
binger.
You know, like going on a binger.
No. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're not doing that.
Yeah,
That's just not even.
no.
You haven't done that. I think our whole friendship where you went on
I
a
have
binger.
never, our whole friendship, done a binger ever. And I used to do them like every weekend.
Yeah.
So that's something else. Also, the Taylor Swift quote, which is so true. Like who I
love
allow
that
in
quote.
my life. That was a big
energy
one.
being,
the energy is very
precious,
expensive and not everyone can afford it.
I
so
love that.
in my 20s, like I just loved being around people 24/7. So if you were fucked up, if you were crazy, if you were annoying, you were toxic, you could come hang. You could come
It
hang.
didn't matter.
I also had this complex, which I think a lot of people have. I felt like I could save everyone or fix everyone. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, they're just
100%.
broken.
Also, you're also like a very organized person. So you like, you know, since you're organized, you don't mind chaos because you're the organized one.
Right.
So it's
I'm
like whatever.
You
Fuck
know,
it.
whatever. As long as it's a good
Fuck it.
time, as long
Yeah.
as the party's
Having
full
fun.
and we're having fun. But now in your 30s, you're like, oh my God, no. If you let those people in, their problems will become
Yes.
your
And they feed into your problems.
You don't fix them. They fuck you up. That's the difference.
It's like this. So it's literally going like this. So imagine that. Someone that's shitty, you're awesome. They're getting lifted up by you getting brought
and you're
down.
getting
You'll
brought
never
down. You're
be able
not
to
fixing
just bring them up. Never
They're
happens.
not gonna lift you up. You're not going anywhere good with toxic people. Cut that shit out and use your time so preciously. And then I can't remember another one. Oh, it was like keeping my information more private. I was definitely the girl that would be like, oh, conversation is going dry. My mom passed away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You
To
say
fill the space.
anything
You wanna fill the space.
to fill the space. And now we will be silent if you cannot fill that conversation.
Great.
Because I'm not telling you my fucking tea. I'm gonna say that. I ain't telling you my tea.
It is so fucking real, and that's something
that
I actually
real?
had learned like later on in life because I would have I was more of like a spiller. I would just like say whatever because I also wanted just to fill the space,
and you're like,
and I didn't want it to be awkward.
such
and
a busybody talking, you know, and you're more mindful.
Yeah.
And listen, this doesn't happen to everyone in their 30s. I see 30-year-olds acting a fool all the damn time.
Absolutely.
But I'm just saying, I'm so blessed to be in a position to be reflective and to look back and
learn.
have that perspective and to learn. And in my 30s, someone said your 30s is like getting into bed after a really long day. That's what it feels like to be in your
Why is that
30s.
real?
30s is such a peak. It's just been
It's been
the
my
best.
peakest of all.
It has been my
ages.
absolutely. It has just been the absolute best, and it's because all the shit and hustle that you learn from your
Yes.
20s. So I'm so happy to be here.
So don't like even if you're like the idea of being scared of getting to your 30s, like do
Oh
not
my
be.
God,
And actually
run.
be excited for
Go
it
quicker.
because the things you learn, the
there
things
fast.
you do is just amazing.
Oh, it's the best. It's the absolute best. 30's a new 20 anyways.
I've-
And when I
girl,
hear
it's like
someone's
this.
20, I'm like, oh, so you're 12.
Great.
You know what I mean?
20
Just
is literally
because-
like 10.
Yeah, and
to
then
me.
you go around being like, oh, I don't feel 30 until go hang out with a 21-year-old. Go hang out with a 21-year-old. I'm like, I'm
Oh,
40.
shit.
I'm like,
I just, you know
I'm
what?
40.
I can't be here.
I simply can't be here.
Do this.
I
can't do this.
Yeah. So all good things, but let's hear about your pit, shall we?
You guys, I've had the pit from fucking hell this whole like last weekend. So we left Friday. Before I leave, maybe 15 minutes, I see there's a leak in my garage. I'm like, why the fuck is there a leak happening right now? Like right as I'm about to leave. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna turn off my water like to my house. I'll call the city or I'll have my assistant call the city to turn off the city water. It'll turn off. I'll be fine. We'll figure it out when I'm back. I turn off the water. The leak's still happening. So flowing, and it's flowing out of my garage. And you guys, the thing is, my garage is not attached to my house, so it's like technically like not in my house, right? It's not attached to it, but it's flowing through my concrete wall garage out through the garage,
Insane.
out past there's water leaking out of my garage. And I'm like, well, this is actually fucking insane.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I just have to leave. It is what it is. Like like the flight was going. So I'm like, baby, I gotta go. So
The jet was booked.
the jet was booked. I had to leave. My water was shut off for 4 days. The leak had not stopped until the day I got back, because the leak this whole time was in my fucking neighbor's yard. And their leak somehow underground leaked through my garage, not theirs.
Oh, no.
Mine. So I literally, I'm not kidding you guys, for 5 days straight, I was like on my phone trying to figure out, we were trying to like figure out, my assistant has been at my house every freaking day trying to figure it out, like what's going on. Not until I land did we figure it out. In the plane.
Crazy.
We get photos of the plane like, oh my God, we found it. It's your neighbor's leak. Thank you so much to Hers for sponsoring this portion of Full Coverage, you guys. Feeling better in your body shouldn't be a full-time job, and that's why Hers makes it easier to get started and stick with it, backed by expert-guided online care that puts your weight loss goals first, which I think is absolutely incredible. Hers is transforming women's healthcare by providing access to affordable weight loss treatment plans. They connect you with medical providers who will work with you to determine the best treatment option for you, which I think is really, really cool that they have a literal person dedicated to you and your personal plans.
I love them because it is not restrictive. It's actually realistic. And Hers provides access to affordable weight loss plans built around oral medication kits, GLP-1, injectable options. They also have a 10-month payment plan. So they just have so many options for you if you are looking to getting into these things. This isn't cookie cutter care that forgets you in a waiting room. They actually have people that put you first. So whether you're trying to lose weight, grow thicker, fuller hair, or find relief for anxiety, Hers has you covered. Visit forhers.com/full and get personalized, affordable plan that gets you. That's forhers, forhers.com/full. Forhers/full. Weight loss by Hers is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not approved or reviewed for safety, effectiveness, or quality by the FDA. Prescription required. See website for full details. Important safety information and restrictions. Actual price depends on the product and plan purchased. This episode of Full Coverage is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magician. These are all things people say whenever they switch their car insurance over to Progressive to save hundreds of dollars, and me and Manny are in the business of saving money, honey.
We are monetary magicians.
We really are.
We are financial geniuses.
And that's why we go to Progressive, but they seriously make it so easy to save money and to find a plan that will actually work for you.
I love it because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full price, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it. So your dollar goes a super, super long way, which I think is absolutely amazing. And I love that they will find something that is in your budget. Visit progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
The neighbor's leak was so bad that it was busting through Manny's
My
garage.
Can you fucking believe? And it's just so funny because it's like when you have a home and you own a house, the turmoil that you deal with as a homeowner is unlike anything I've ever experienced in my life.
One of our friends wants to purchase a home soon. Like they're getting to that space in their life and they've seen mine and
Our
Manny's
turmoil.
Like you guys, the balcony
the balcony
alone,
from hell.
like from hell. So, you know, and then now Manny,
happened?
and they're like, oh, so like randomly you had to pay $1,000. And I'm like, yes, it is a constant job to own a home. But if the home's good in a good area, your investment can be worth it. It's very, very tricky, but you have to make more money than your house payment. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that than your mortgage.
You have to make actually a lot more.
You do, because
it's not just about the mortgage. It's about everything else.
And the problems that me and you have could destroy your home. So it's not little problems where you can just kind of like patch it and walk away from. These are problems that have to be fixed.
Deep-rooted problems.
So owning a home is a full-time job, but it can still be worth it.
Absolutely. And like the thing is, like, I'm grateful and I'm so blessed to have it. And I'm not even complaining about like the home aspect of it. I'm like, I'm grateful and I know that I'm privileged to have a home.
No, I'm bitching.
It's like,
that
you're like,
balcony,
honestly, the balcony, deadly.
I'm fucking pissed.
Deadly.
I was pissed.
But I will. The thing is, I agree though. I was like, I was pissed off that this leak was happening because it wasn't even my doing. So I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And I'm literally over here like leaving my friends to go talk on the phone with like DWP and my dad and my sister. And I'm like, you guys, I'm literally like on actual vacation right now. And my home is leaking.
I'm like,
that is crazy.
Your house had months to leak. You've been
and
home.
15 minutes. You guys, the anxiety
home.
I had before I left, I was literally like actually anxious. I had brought like anxiety medication with me just in case. that I was gonna like freak out. But luckily, it is now officially getting solved. And today, when I walked out of my house, first time in 5 days where it's not leaking.
That's crazy.
I sent Laura a photo and I'm like,
his
God
garage
is so good.
thing. I know. I was like, God is good,
so
baby.
good.
God is good. But luckily, his garage is not wooden.
Oh.
So
Concrete, honey.
yeah, he's.
But imagine a
probably
leak.
No.
A flowing leak going through concrete. You're gonna fucking start thinking things.
Oh yeah, because you're like,
going,
how?
How
Can it get through?
Is it going through concrete?
Insane. Water is something else. It will find a way.
It will find a way.
Find a way.
Peak.
So my
Pit.
peak is just like my
Sorry,
pit.
pit.
I'm sorry, my pit. My pit is just food for thought. I saw this TikTok and I was like, wait, that's a great conversation to have on the podcast because it kind of stuck with me and I got really pissed off watching this TikTok. So I was like, oh, this is a great conversation to have with our followers. So the guy on the podcast was saying that when women leave little to imagination by the way they dress nowadays because they dress so skimpy that it's leaving little to the imagination and he doesn't find that attractive. And immediately I'm like ready to
Of course, choke them out.
Yeah, choke them out. But the girl on the podcast said, you know, why is it that you think that a woman dresses to be attracted to a man? And she brought up a good point. She said, if it's a hot sunny day and you see a guy running but he doesn't have a shirt on, you assume it's hot. You never would go, oh my God, he has his shirt off, so we'll look at him. Yeah, he swears. But if a woman is running on a hot sunny day and she has a tiny sports bra on and a tiny pair of shorts on, you assume she's trying to be hot and sexy to attract a man or to be attractive to men. But why can't we not assume the same thing, that it's a hot day, so she's wearing an outfit for a hot day? We don't think that. We just assume she wants to be hot and sexy, and women assume it and men assume it. And that's the fucking problem right there. So I guess the whole point is, why do men assume a woman needs to dress more modestly to make sure that a man finds them attractive?
Because men cannot fathom a world where women want to do things for themselves and not for them.
Period.
That's the problem.
That's the problem. So a man thinks that I need to put more clothes on to ensure that he finds me attractive. That is so,
narcissistic.
It is.
It's literally like, girl, not everything is fucking about. But the problem is that in the society that we live in, men are like this pinnacle of the thing. It's like men. It's like,
number
oh my
one,
God,
they're
it's
first,
a man.
and everything that we do should feed into pleasing them. And they think that women, when they dress skimpy, they think women are dressing skimpy for them. Whenever they dress modestly, good, you should, because I need to find you attractive. How dare you show me too much? I don't approve that. I don't find that attractive. So now you need to change it when none of it's for you to begin with. So if I go to an event in LA, 99.9% of the people are women and gay men. That is 99% of the people at the events. It's rarely even one straight man there. When I go to these events, titties and ass are out. So what part of that is dressing for a man when there's no straight men there? You know, so when do the dots connect for men? They go, oh, maybe
they just like
it's not for me.
Exactly.
Maybe they're dressing for them. You know, society has put this thing on women that like everything we do is for a man, and it's just not. It's absolutely not. And this conversation drove me crazy when the guy was going, you know, women show too much and I don't find that attractive. What we wear has nothing to do with you.
And why the fuck do you, like, okay,
our job is not to be attractive. Our job is not for you to find us a job. That's not our problem. That's not what we're doing here. And so I think having that conversation and talking about it more, and I
continuously talking about it, I think it's a conversation you just kind of have to
bring light
always
to.
have, because a lot of straight men, they don't even like, in their mind, in their world, they were brought up in such a certain way that like it actually doesn't even cross their mind that they're, a lot of times women are dressing just for themselves.
It's not about them.
It's not about them. And they don't know that though, because they've had the whole world just fed into them, because being a man is societally
a hierarchy, almost, like a hierarchy.
So it's like they don't
woman.
think. So this is why the conversations are important, is so that when someone sees something like that or a clip like that, it's like, oh, I mean, honestly, look, even when you think about it, in the last 100 years, women have gotten rights.
Yeah.
Literally, like, to vote.
The craziest thing to me, I think every time I look at this, I look at our lineup of presidents of the United States, and there's no women. And like, to me, I'm like, this is a 50-50 earth. Half of the earth is women. Half that to me, every woman should look at that and scream to the top of the rooftops. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what world are we living in? We somehow allowed men to put us second
Mm-hmm.
and them first. So this has changed so much too. Year by year,
It
this
gets better and better,
changes
thank
and
God.
better and better and better and better. And you know, even
But
women.
it's conversations like this that help that. That's why.
That's true.
You have
That's
to-
why I
you
think
have
it's
to
so
move the needle.
important to bring this up. And like some people don't even think about it. Even women. I'm talking to
Of
women
course.
here. They don't even think about it and they follow suit. But it's important because it's like opens that box of going, wait a minute. Wait a damn
This is also
minute.
like, it's so funny. Like even this conversation, it's something I thought about. Mind you, I'm not a woman and I could be speaking out of turn, but sometimes when I like see people and like women and like a man and they're like, my whole life goal is just to be a mother. And it's like, is that your whole life goal because you were told that was your goal? Or is that what you really have wanted this whole time? Or is it kind of this thing where it's like, oh, we just want you to just stay at home and just take care of the kids and the man has to work and just take care of things. And it's like, well, what was the reason? I was like, is that a goal that was like pushed on you by society, by your family, by your parents? Like you can want, and it's okay. And you know, I want everyone to want more for them if that's what they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ever feel like
it's a beautiful thing for your
Beautiful.
life, for your life goal to be a mother. I think that's a really
Stunning.
beautiful thing. However, we do have to talk about there's a world where a woman's
pushed on
value
'em.
is being a mother. That's the
Yes.
value in that mother is
Yes.
reproducing.
That's what I'm trying to say. You're saying it much better than me because you're a woman. You understand what I'm saying?
Totally.
But I'm trying to get a point across.
No,
where
I
it's
totally
like, I really
hear
want,
you.
Yeah, you know what I'm
It
saying
made
though, right?
perfect
Okay,
sense.
good.
No, I
'Cause I don't want to
totally-
be speaking out of turn because I'm a man, but I always just want
You know,
more.
a woman's value is eons other
Eons.
than having a child. And a woman that doesn't have any children is just as valuable as
valuable.
any woman who has 8 kids, who has 1 kid, a woman with no kids. I mean, and we've had politicians make comments of things like, well, a woman, you know, who
Yes.
a childless woman sitting at home. And that's a big fucking problem for me.
Yeah, me too. I can agree more.
Because even parents and dads, have you noticed, moms and dads, I want grandchildren. I want grandchildren because they're putting their value in their child
Yes.
based off how many children
They have.
have, not their actual child's life. It's like so for that
It's a sick
child to
cycle. It's
find
really weird.
It is a
when you don't
sick
think about it like
cycle.
that. You have to like really. This is also why we always say be active thinkers and like
Yes.
really think for yourself and not think for the people around you only, because of that exact reason.
Yes, so in order for that child to receive the love that they want from their parent, they would have to have a child or a grandchild to make the parent happy, and that is almost a slight form
It's
of
pissing me off.
brainwashing, and it pisses me the
Yes.
fuck off because a lot of women have children so that their parents will see their value and worth through them, and that's a subconscious thing.
Absolutely, and it just seems
You
it
may
just
not
sinks so
conscious,
deep.
and you may want to be a mother so bad, but you might step back and go, "Oh my god, wait, why do
But
I
do I
want to
wanna
be a mother?
because I want
Because my
approval?
parents' approval." Exactly.
Like that's what I'm trying to say too. Is like if you want, it is okay to want so much more for yourself too. Like if you want other things, like absolutely being a mother would be absolutely incredible and love it, and you want that. But it's also okay to want other things. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, and fulfill those things and like want to. And I feel like as we get older and every year, it actually gets to more of that point. It changes.
Because now women, the average birth rate, was like 21 to 25. And now the average birth rate is 27 to like 34 is like the average. So women are putting other things first and like that. These conversations are happening and the door is, and we're communicating more through social media. So the door is opening for women going, wait a damn minute. I can do, and I don't
do
have to.
anything I want.
I don't have to pop out babies
Exactly.
immediately. Like I can build a whole life for myself. Like I don't have to do this. Oh my God. Like what am I doing? And so like you're seeing women have children later in life. You're seeing more career focused women. You're
Yes.
seeing women in more leadership roles because of this.
And I love it. I genuinely love it from
love
the
it
bottom
so
of my heart.
much.
Especially because like I grew up in a really religious environment, and it was like it always did feel like women were more repressed in ways. And just from my upbringing and how I just saw things that I've always thought this. And so it's also just so nice having like a best friend who's such a like strong woman, because I'm like, and my mom too is such a strong, powerful woman that I'm like, it's so nice to have these figures. But I wish that for so much.
And the conversations in my household, my whole entire life, my mom told me, because my mom had 3 kids and it was very hard for her. And I think she had 3 kids based off of how she was raised. And that's just kind of like what you do.
Yeah.
But she told me my whole entire life, hey, if you don't want kids, don't have them. My mother never said, I want grandkids.
Or like, you have to do it.
When are you going to have babies? My mom never put that pressure on me. So I was always able to think fully for myself outside of motherhood. And without that pressure on me, but because she was that way, whenever I saw parents pressuring their kids to have, why don't you have kids yet? Why have you started a family? Where are my grandkids? I'm like, you are putting your child's value based off them reproducing. That's insane.
It's insane. It's
and
crazy.
it like, I never saw it that way. So whenever I did see parents doing that, I found it very odd.
Totally. Especially because like that's completely something that you didn't grow up. And the thing is, there's
so that
always
stood out to me.
Absolutely.
I was like, that's
like, that's
weird.
A big difference for me.
Yeah, right.
And the thing is like, and it's not even, and we're not even saying in the way like when a parent is kind of like, hope we have grandkids one day. That's not even what we're saying. It's really when like a parent that's like almost harboring and like getting onto their kid about not having
or kind of
kids.
Stays on their kids'
like stays
case.
on them on their ass.
That's a problem.
That's crazy.
That's putting your child's value in them reproducing and and saying that's what
weird.
you're worth. That's what you're worth. Is your kids. So, and that's just not true. But wanted to have that conversation with you guys. I think it's so important. We have this platform. We're here to create conversations, and that's what we're doing.
And I love it. And it's like, I'm really grateful that we have like really the same thoughts on that. Like truly, like from the bottom of our hearts. Like
me too.
We just really see so eye to eye on that. And we're not even trying to push some type of narrative really, but we're just like, maybe think.
I'm trying to put food for thought out there.
Yes, think. That's literally what I'm like, I just want you guys to be active thinking about like why you might do things.
Why do you want something?
Yeah, why do you want it?
Ask yourself. So, rapid fire.
We're starting, honey. We're starting the
Let's
rapid
start the
fire.
documentary.
Now, please, you guys.
Well, Manny watched it first.
But the thing is, so I saw it. I saw like the name of it floating around. So I'm like, I'm just gonna watch it. So it's called Unknown Number: The High School Catfish. It's on Netflix. It honestly just came out.
And we are going to be talking about it a little bit. So if you don't know the twist, there's going to be spoilers.
So there's going to be spoilers. So we're going to go and put a timestamp of when the conversation about the Netflix documentary ends.
So if you are going to watch it, go ahead and click to the next subject matter.
But it's been out now for like a good week.
So you've had your time. I also told you on my IG story, it was so cute because I was like, you guys have to watch this. We're going to talk about full coverage. And a lot of y'all were like, all right, doing my homework tonight.
Wait, why is that so cute? They're like this. Yes, sir.
They're like, we'll be tuning
Absolutely.
in. So we can talk about it, okay? Because this documentary is mind-boggling. It's sick. It's demented. It's twists, it's turns. But
I felt like afterwards when I was done, technically, I felt like very uneasy.
Ty did. He couldn't go to sleep. He was so weirded out.
Yes, that's how I felt. I felt super uneasy watching it because I actually ended up downloading it for like one of the plane flights. I watched it and I was literally like this. Watching it on the plane. My mouth, I smacked. I did. I wanted to scream. And both Gabriel and Z look at me like, and I'm like, shut the fuck up right now. This is crazy. Don't look at me.
Look away.
Like I was.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Who do you go to in order to solve your life's problem? Is it your group chat? Is it your friends? Is it oversharing with strangers?
All of the above.
We've all been there. I feel like that's the go-to. But, a really good place to go is BetterHelp, and that is online therapy. It's something that it's accessible to everyone, and you can do it in the comfort of your own home. So I personally love BetterHelp. I think they're amazing. They have a 4.9 rating, 1.7 million client sessions. They are incredible.
I think it's absolutely incredible too because I've been in therapy in my life and I think it's such an amazing resource for people who just want a little bit extra help or want something to bounce back. And a professional, someone that actually knows what they're doing, and they literally have over 30,000 therapists with BetterHelp, and they have so many different ranges and different niches that you guys might need help with. And I think it's an amazing resource because you can do it from the comfort of your own home, which truly is just the best of all the worlds. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Find the one with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/full coverage. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/full coverage. Thank you so much to Ava for sponsoring this portion of Full Coverage, you guys. Have you guys ever felt like you've been punished for making mistakes you've made years ago? Baby, we all have. That's how it feels when you have bad credit. And honestly, credit is like the lifeline of the world.
It is.
But there's finally a way out, you guys. And let us tell you about Ava. Ava is a credit building app that makes it so easy to improve your credit fast so you can get better rates on loans, pay off debt faster, and keep more money in your pockets.
I think Ava's so cool because it reports your on-time payments to all major credit bureaus every single day. It helps you build a solid credit history quickly. The longer you stick with Ava, the higher your credit score can go. Ava is also the highest rated credit building app out there. They have thousands of 5-star reviews, honey. So it's time to take control of your credit right now. Download the Ava app. That's spelled AVA today. And when you join using my promo code Full Coverage for your first month, it's totally free. Get the Ava app and use our promo code Full Coverage so they know you heard it from us, and get your first month free with Ava. That's promo code Full Coverage. Thanks to Ava. Now go get yourself good credit.
Freaking out. So basically the documentary is about like a stalking situation for this girl and honestly her like boyfriend.
It was almost more her boyfriend than her.
At the end of it, I was like this.
It was more him than her. So they are in high school. I would say they're probably in 10th or 11th grade when this is going on.
Small town too.
Also, yeah, the high school's tiny, extremely small school. And they are getting these text messages start showing up to the little girl. I believe her name's Lauren.
Yeah, Lauren,
the little girl. So she starts getting these text messages of bullying. They're calling her ugly. They're calling her anorexic. They're saying lots of nasty things.
Your boyfriend would never love you.
But they keep talking about her boyfriend. And what's his name? It starts with a D. The little boy. Anyways, the boyfriend.
The boyfriend.
So, and it keeps on being like, yeah, it keeps coming back to the boyfriend won't love you. The boyfriend thinks you're sick. He doesn't want you.
He wants to fuck me.
Yes, that's
like,
what
no,
it say.
You guys, the messages that Lauren's getting are super crass too. They're very like, you're flat ass. He would never be into you. He loves me. Like
you don't suck his wee wee. They say that
like,
on
and that's
it.
what he wants to. He wants something creamy. Like it was like
It
crazy.
was dark.
It was very dark and fucking twisted.
And so these messages start coming through to her at first, and it's really consistent. And the parents are freaking out. They're like, "What is this?" So then the boyfriend starts getting these messages, and they're like talking about nasty to him, nasty things to him. Like it's really sick, and it's non-stop. So and it's like so many messages.
You guys, like sometimes they said there would be like 50 a day.
So you're like, why wouldn't you just block the number? Well, they did block the number. This person was using Pinger, which generates phone numbers.
Phone number generator.
So they could just create a new number every 2 seconds. So they were blocking the number. But then you go, okay, well then why won't you just change your phone number?
Yes.
But the parents were like, the problem is the person that was texting was very close to them.
Knew too much
Because the person would say personal things and like things only like a really close circle would know. So they felt like if we change his phone number, we have to figure out who this is. This person's been in our home.
Yep.
This person has sent a picture from inside the house.
Yes.
Like, and they could not figure out who it was. So this went on for 22 months. At the end of the 22 months.
By the way, they broke up. Lauren and the boyfriend broke up. That should destroy their fucking relationship.
The boyfriend goes on to date a girl in another town a couple hours away. And as soon as that relationship starts, the mother of the girlfriend who he was dating in the other town starts receiving the text messages from this person.
That Lauren was getting. It's just like, he's mine.
Yeah,
like
he's mine. Get the fuck away from him. What are you doing? Like harassing. So that quickly ended that relationship for the little boy. Because the mom is scared. She's like, my daughter's involved in your stalker situation. So the little boy is continually getting harassed. It kind of stops with the little girl a little bit. And then it tacks onto the little boy that she was dating. And it just doesn't stop. So his mom... I felt for the mom because...
Oh my God, I felt for her like dearly.
Because the problem is they have the detectives going into the school and checking everyone's phone.
Like a cop.
And people are getting accused. The problem is other students are getting accused, and it's causing a huge rift between her and all the parents because they're like, how fucking dare you blame my daughter? But she's like, I don't know who's doing this.
I felt really bad because it's like when you're in that moment, if you are a parent, you're gonna go through hell and high water.
You're not gonna care whose toes you step on.
You don't care.
If you need to point the police in a direction that may not seem good,
you're pointing.
You're gonna point regardless. So I felt bad because now the town is kind of coming at the mom. I noticed there was a lot of aggression.
Same.
But she's like, oh my God, this has gone on for 22 months nonstop. And the mom would take the little boy's phone. So the mom would
She saw the messages.
She would see everything. It was really nasty, sexual, dirty
freaky
things too. So then
Lauren also starts to get like go kill yourself comments.
Oh yeah, so lots of them,
like
too.
tons. Like you need to go die.
This is the little girl that it started with. She gets a lot of messages for the person trying to convince her to off herself.
Off herself. Like, hey, you should like go kill yourself and jump off a bridge.
Like
literally like crazy.
That's how dark they got. And so the little girl was contemplating because it just had gone on for so long. It's like a mental warfare. And then they get the FBI involved because the police have reached all their ends, all the resources. So the FBI, they're like, we need help from the FBI. We need your technical support to find out where these numbers are coming from. So the FBI did extensive, deep research, which is crazy. This went to the federal bureau.
That's how big it got.
That's how crazy. Oh boy. And
what's it called when they needed warrants? So that's what it was. They needed warrants to like warrant out, like, let's say like Verizon and like Pinger app. Like you need, like the FBI has those resources to get
and
those
they had the
things.
Technology to find the IP that the burner phone numbers were coming from, but then they needed the warrant to search, like to get them to find out whose IP it was. That's what it was.
Exactly.
So the FBI was able to do that. And this is where the complete story leaves you on your head, because you're going to find out who was sending the text. And you're just never going to believe the answer.
I was literally gobsmacked. So you guys, to get this. So
this is a spoiler part.
This is a spoiler
part.
So
if you don't want to hear it, this would be your time to click off.
You guys, so the FBI is like, we keep coming back to this one number and all these numbers, and it's the little girl's mother.
Lauren's mother. Her mom,
who's in the documentary.
Who is best friends with the little boy's mom. So when they go to the little boy, who at this point is receiving majority of the text, we found out the little boy's mom goes, no, it can't be her.
It's not her. She's like, it's not her. There's no way in this world.
Her. The police are like, it's her.
They're like, we know it, or it's going through her. It's going through her phone.
It's her phone. It's her. This is where it's coming from. So there's body cam footage of the
body cam. Just makes it just 10 times.
It makes it crazier
to me.
So there's body cam footage. The police, the FBI, they show up to the mom's house, and she comes running around the side of the house. And she's like, yeah, like trying to play it off. And they ain't fucking with her.
No.
They're like, no,
listen, bitch,
get in the
inside.
house, go inside, give me your cell phone, give me your laptop right now. And she immediately confesses.
But the part that really like made me, when I literally smacked my fucking mouth, is when she's like, it didn't start that way. And I was like, like I thought there was like some type of a world where I was like, oh my god, like they're somehow getting the mom's phone doing it. Like I just didn't want to believe that it was the mother who is in the documentary, who is trying to figure out who it is, who's like with the other mom the entire time, going to the school, like
the mom is trying to figure it out. That's the freaky part of the whole thing.
It's so crazy. It's
you
so
guys,
crazy.
You have to, and the documentary does a really good job, because when you find out it's the mom, they go back to all the texts that were in the beginning of the documentary that are sexual, that are talking about offing yourself to her own daughter.
Yes. And then also doing like the sexual ones to the little boy. And him being like, he wants to be with me.
Yes.
So then now it goes to interview the little boy, and he's literally like, she did treat me differently. And it like became this whole thing where now it's like, oh my god, so not only are you literally a psycho to your own daughter, who's trying to like Munchausen's her essentially, but through online, she's like obsessed with this little boy.
They try to pin it on, and I was like, maybe that can be a quarter of the reason, but my problem was the little boy. So they try to pin it on. They're like, the mom is crazy, and she just wanted her daughter to need her. So she was mentally putting her daughter in a bad space. So when she would come home from school, she would need that attention from her mother. Okay, then explain why she was attacking the little boy whenever he was no longer dating her daughter.
Yeah.
No, I cannot agree more. Do you
think that it was only about the boy, or do you think it was also about the girl too, and just like fucking up the little girl?
I think it started with the boy. I think the mom had this thing with that little boy, and so I think the mom is a narcissist, clearly.
Totally. And she has like it's so weird watching her.
She has no emotions. You could tell.
She's crying, but it's so weird.
No, she only cried when she needed to make herself look like a victim.
Yeah, at the end.
She never cried for what she did was wrong. She only cried whenever she was trying to explain why she's crazy, aka to make herself look like a victim.
You're so right. And that's
narcissist.
Like a narcissist 101.
That's a narcissist.
No, you guys, the part that fucking literally was sending me into actual rage, I wanted to slap her across the screen, was when she goes, we've all made mistakes. Like, this is just mine. Like, you guys understand, right? And
everyone has broke the law before.
I just did it this way. Are you on fucking literal crack cocaine?
Yes.
What are you literally talking about? She's like, that's just my version. We all make mistakes. I've changed.
She's like, everybody has broken the law. That's a narcissist. That's a
Everyone's broken the law.
narcissist. And the fact that she's in the documentary, so she ends up going to court. She gets like a year and a half in prison for stalking a minor or whatever. Admits it. Goes to court. But the gag is, so whenever the police show up at the house, there's body cam footage and she admits to it. The daughter is not surprised.
That's what really weirded me out, Laura.
The daughter was just kind of like, oh, okay, it was my mom. Because the police sit her down and there's body cam footage of them telling her your mother was behind it. And yeah, so a lot of people are like, clearly the daughter figured it out way before the police did and didn't want to say anything. This little girl has been extremely manipulated by a narcissist her entire
whole
life.
She has and do you want what I also noticed, like with the daughter, like for example, when they're basically telling her it happened, she's like kind of like stoic, like she doesn't know what's happening. But then when the dad's arguing with the mom, she starts crying. So I'm literally like, okay, so it almost felt like you weren't surprised finding that out, but the second the dad's like, I'm leaving you, you need to go to stay with your parents. Because he was blindsided. But I felt so fucking horrific for him. The dad was completely
blindsided.
I felt horrific for him. That's when she starts to get emotional. And I'm literally like,
it's because she knew, and now she sees her mother getting caught up with the father, and that upset her. But it didn't upset her to know that her mom did all those things to her. So the police, after they tell Lauren and they're in the home, they're like, we don't want to leave the home. Now that we know that the mother has done this and they can't arrest the mother off the spot. I think it's like a court case, you know. So they're like, we don't want to leave you in the home with your mother. Can you call your dad? And she's like, yes. They call the husband. He's like, I'm on my way right now. Because he's like, what's going on? Because you have to remember the dad knows this cop because they've been working on this case together for 2 years. So he's like, Mike, what's going on? He's like, get to the house now.
It's bad.
So the dad pulls up at the house. He's like, what's happening? What's happening? And then he's like, it was your wife the whole time.
She doesn't have a job. By the way, she hasn't had a job for months.
Almost a year.
And that's why she was able to send so many messages a day, constantly figure out what was happening like in the daughter's life and like stalking their life and the boy. And that's how they got so many messages constantly because she never worked.
And the dad thought the whole time she had a job because she would get ready for work every morning and go to work, but they don't know where she was going. She was just texting and she handled all the finances, but they were running out of money. And the dad's like, why do we keep running out of money? And the mom's just a crazy narcissist liar. But the cop then tells her she hasn't had a job for over a year. And he's like, that is when he is just like,
you just literally like, you can see a crack in his brain.
Oh yeah. I'm not even kidding. You could see a crack in his brain. And then he straight up goes to the cop. Did you get her phone? And he's like, yeah. He was like, you know, she has more than one phone. He tells the cop that. He tells the cop. And the cop's like, no, she told me she only had a phone and laptop. And the husband's like, nope.
Go get the other.
Go get her other phone. So the police officer's like, I don't want to leave y'all here in this mess. So the dad's like, absolutely not. He tells the mom, the crazy mom, he's like, you need to call your parents to come get you from this house right now because you're not staying with us anymore.
She's like, no.
And that's when the daughter got upset, which that was weird to me.
That was weird to me too.
Yeah, he was like, I can't leave her. Girl, be so for real.
Please, you literally destroyed her literal life for the past few years.
As in other people. So then it cuts to the court case. She gets a year and a half in prison. The little girl has a lot of communication, talks to her every day in prison.
All the time, every week.
The documentary does a really good job of showing every email that the mom sent the daughter while she was in prison, and it's full manipulation.
Oh, it's literally like, you're the lightest light in the world. I'm so obsessed with you.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
You're the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Total manipulation.
Crazy.
The whole thing. And then the dad completely, thank God, divorces the mom immediately, pulls the child away from the mother. I was so proud of the dad for doing this. I was like, thank God there's some saving grace in this.
Couldn't argue more.
And then, you know, the daughter is still just like very forgiving to the mother. So you can tell that this little girl has been manipulated by this narcissist her whole life.
Her. Almost feels like she like really needs her.
Because the mother has aligned that, you know? And then at the very end, it cuts to a little clip of the little girl from 2025. And she says that she hasn't talked to her mother in over a year and she lives with her father. And it showed them having a really happy relationship.
Yeah, like playing and stuff like that.
And then the mom's like pretending to be upset, crying.
Of course. I think that the documentary, like we were just talking about, like is going to be good for the little girl because then she's going to be able to watch the documentary. She's going to see a lot of these people's opinions. She's going to be able to look back and be like, oh my God, I might have forgotten that like one thing that happened these years ago. So it'll be good for her, I think, to see that. So she knows that it's not healthy to be in a relationship with that mom.
To undo some of the manipulation that she's faced. So, and it's a little bit of justice, too, because the mom only got a year and a half in prison for this behavior. And, like, clearly, I think she should not be out in the streets. I think she should be at a mental facility or something like that. But she is out in the streets. So, the thing is, this documentary is getting billions of views. So,
it's ruining her life.
It is. It's going to, honestly, justice will be served.
It's so crazy watching, and the fact that like even when the judge was like, okay, you're gonna get prison time, he's like, you're getting prison.
The judge literally says up. He was like, this is prison, babe.
This is prison. But he's like, they gave it to on the bigger spectrum of like time that could be in it, and it was like a year and a half.
She got the harsher sentence.
The harsher sentence. I'm like, so you're saying that what she did only warrants like a year and a half of? It just seems like not right.
She
like it should have
just
been a lot worse.
Stalking. That's all she got.
Stalking. What about like the freaking weirdness with the little boy?
I know, and him being like,
and also telling the little girl to like go end herself. Like
how is that not a charge?
How's that not more?
Yeah. So it
ruined all these people's lives for like I think ever though in a way, because they're gonna have like PTSD from this situation for years and years and years to come. Like you don't really like, I don't think easily recover for something like this.
Right.
Especially as a child, when you're in those adolescent years.
That little girl will suffer subconsciously for this for probably her whole life unless she puts in a ton of inner work to heal from this, because this is just the horrific. Most foul, horrific thing, like brainwashing, sick thing I've ever seen. So, and it's clear that the mom's a narcissist because she chose to go on the documentary after she did all this and try to act like it wasn't that big of a deal, and like she just made a mistake. So she's like
crying. You guys, there's this scene that it weirds me out. She's crying and she's like, you guys trying to think I'm like fucking crazy? Yeah. And the producer's like, no.
You could tell the producers are like, we're gonna tear you up, babe.
We're gonna tear you the fuck up. And they're like, no, you don't look crazy.
You're good, baby. Keep going.
Keep going.
Tell the story. Tell us your lies. Tell us your lies.
It's literally like crazy because you can tell that she is literally like so aware of like how she's being perceived in a way, because she wouldn't say like, oh, you guys are thinking I'm fucking crazy.
Yeah, very aware.
You are though. That's the thing.
We do
actually. You are fucking crazy. Imagine like she just loves all this because it's attention.
Yeah, narcissists love attention regardless of how it comes. So anyways, that is our spiel on the documentary. You guys have to check it out if you haven't. If you haven't, we already told you everything that happened.
So maybe you don't have to if you haven't already.
So it's still worth the watch.
It was a great recap, though. I feel like it was a great recap. We could literally make a full episode on a recap alone.
Yes, because it's just so crazy.
Because it's insane.
Our next topic is Austin McBroom is at it again. And I just want to say, I love that he makes money off Snapchat.
I do too. Honestly, I do too. I'm like, you know what? Get your fucking
bag. Because the thing is, yes, he's probably one of the worst partners of all time, but like, it's so funny.
It's just because he's so like outlandish, almost ridiculous camp like of a person.
It's like a joke. He's half like serious. Austin McBroom is always half serious in everything he does, and I think it's pretty obvious that he knows what he's doing.
Yes, he's aware.
He's not dumb. He knows how he looks.
Yes.
Like he's not like, oh, I look, like he knows what he's doing. But it's just so funny. So Catherine McBroom is getting married. She's engaged, and basically Austin McBroom did his commentary on thoughts on what he thinks about this.
It is, you guys. So there's like clips that are going around on TikTok, and that's how we saw it, is because the clips are like going viral. And he's like, I think it's great. And it's so
he's like,
funny.
He's like, Vegas
he's
is
like,
cool,
that was
I
actually
guess.
2 years ago, not 3. She got that wrong. And I was like, Austin,
he's
what
like,
is happening?
They got engaged in Vegas. I guess that's cool.
That's cool.
He's like, but why didn't they?
He's like, how do you guys think that he did it? I was like, Austin, what the fuck are you doing? He's literally like live commentating on like their like wedding proposal pics.
And he's not being negative at all. No. He's just, you could tell he's very jealous and wanted to be there.
Yes.
You could tell he wanted it to be him. But he's like, why didn't they film this? This is great filming content. Everybody's like, Austin, clearly you're the problem.
You're the problem. And so it's like, it's just funny because when he's talking about it, he's like, he actually got invited by her to go to the wedding, which I was like, wow, that's like really quite a feat. So they're
clearly on, I think they're clearly on good terms though.
Totally.
Like Catherine and him, I think there are some source of good terms for her to invite him to her wedding.
I could not agree more. There has to be some type of like good there, like, and also maybe she's also really happy with her relationship, so she's just kind of like, bitch, fuck it, like I don't even give a fuck. So she's like, great, and he's just kind of like, there will be some awkwardness, I think. Because we just know so much, but I just want to go support the happy marriage and the happy couple. And he's like, I just really am excited to see my daughters as like, like flower girls, and the son is a ring bearer, which I'm sure that's all true.
He's like, I guess my son would be the ring bearer. Like,
could be, yeah.
And I'm like, so funny.
It's just because the way he talks is just so funny, you guys. Like, to me, it just cracks me up.
You could tell he's not angry. It's more like he's half serious.
It's a deep-rooted, like, fuck you.
Yeah,
it's a very
like he's like, oh, she got me, gal.
But you know what? A cheater I love to see them lose.
I love to see
a cheater lose. And like, you know, she's getting married. She's moving on with her life. And she's really happy, you know, in her relationship.
She's like, yeah, I got a front row seat for you at my wedding
marriage.
with my new man.
Exactly. So to me, it's kind of like, it's funny seeing him being so like, I'm so happy for them, but I'm like, at the end of the day,
baby, we see that
cheated.
tear. We see that tear.
We see the tear. Like, I am not, like, I'm literally like, all deserved.
All
like, and I'm so glad that Catherine has
deserved.
found like true love. And
I
I'm
know.
so glad that she's able to move forward, and it just makes me so happy that she can. And the
I
fact
want to
that
know what Austin's Snapchat views are.
they're beyond.
They're beyond, because he gives the people
Laura,
what they
you know
want.
the clip I saw on TikTok had 1.4 million likes.
No. Oh yeah.
1.4
Million likes, not views. Likes.
So I was like, oh, this is like,
Honey, he's getting the check. So he's like, I'll go on
the
it.
crystals are
The
going
crystals
crazy.
are crystalling.
And you know the amount of money he's gonna make going to this goddamn wedding, because
And
he's gonna
snap
record the wedding.
whole thing. He's gonna snap the whole thing, and he knows to go on there and not like boo boo the fool. Like Austin's a character.
He's aware.
He knows what he's doing, but it's so funny to watch.
It's because it's literally almost like a train wreck. You can't really look away. To me, it's almost like fascinating. So it's like, oh my god, I have to like watch and tune in because it's so funny to me. But it's just like, well, that's what happens when you fucking cheat.
Yeah, baby.
Things happen, marriages end, and then they get remarried. And
I think outside of him cheating, horrible, by the way, like just horrific guy. I think he's just like a shit show of a person.
100%.
Even like outside of him cheating, like it's just a pure shit show. So
100%. Like that's just who he is to the core.
right.
It is what it is.
So I'm like, it's just a fucking disaster either way. But it's so funny.
Seeing it happen, it's just like the
y'all
clips
know
were
y'all are
making me
cackling.
scream.
Y'all know y'all are cackling.
The comments make me laugh more than the fucking video sometimes.
Yeah, the comments are the best part.
The comments literally were taking me out. They're literally like saying like, you can tell he's fucking like holding his wrists right now, like Arthur, like holding it, like really trying to keep it in. But honestly, like if I was him, I would be devastated.
Oh, girl.
Because like, damn, look at this 10 you let go. Like,
Honey,
truly.
she gone too.
She's
She
gorge.
gone. Also, lastly, Cardi B.
Oh,
Miss
speaking of the court.
Cardi.
Speaking of the court.
Miss Cardi.
Okay, Cardi's fucking. So Cardi actually has been in court this last week?
I would say week.
And because there's a woman who said that she attacked her, a security guard said that she attacked her.
Scratched her face, and she had to get plastic surgery and time off work because what happened was Cardi was walking into the hospital pregnant. She didn't want to be filmed. Obviously, she was even going to the hospital apparently on the weekend so that she could secretly get in and out without paparazzi. There is hospital security, and that is the person that is accusing Cardi of attacking her. So security said, oh my God, is that Cardi B? And she had her phone up to her chest. The security did. So security is saying, I was never filming. I just had my phone in my hand, and Cardi thought she was filming. So that's where the altercation began.
An argument.
Argument, but the security is saying that Cardi took her fingernails and
scratched
sliced her across the face, which is like, and Cardi goes, now you know I got a reputation, but I never touched that woman. I never touched that woman. And so it was a
heated argument,
$24 million lawsuit. And Cardi definitely could have threw a little change her way and settled it and ended it, but this happened 7 years ago, by the way.
2018.
Yes. 7 years ago.
That is crazy. That is just now.
It's how long court cases be taken. You know what I mean?
Now surfacing. The fact that it's even surfacing is like it went to court and it's like a full like
and
become
Cardi
a meme.
said at the end, she was doing a
I love
little
what
interview. She said, do not try to sue me because I will not settle and I will show up and I will counter sue you. So
now she's like, baby.
Gwyneth Paltrow
She
just
didn't
went through
counter
this.
sue this lady.
But she said
But
from
now she's like, now
on,
I'm going to be
I'm going to
countersuing.
counter sue. She should have sued this
take
lady.
all your money.
The lady had no proof, by the way, of any of this. So.
And what's funny is like even like they're talking about the testimonials, and the testimonials like there was like she got a surgeon to be like, yeah, she really did have a scratch and like I helped fix it, like the woman, right? But then the other testimonials on like let's say Cardi's side were saying like the staff and like some other person was like, we literally never saw her get attacked one time. They were like, I guess apparently like chest to chest arguing, like they were like really like having a verbal argument.
But there was no physical
altercation, and they literally like there's witnesses that are like that literally never happened.
Yeah, I think the woman scratched herself
For sure.
in order to pursue this court case. I think the woman scratched herself to try to get $24 million or whatever she could get settled in the case.
Why would you need $24 million?
Literally for a scratch, on the face.
And for
I don't
because I'm not
care
working.
who
no,
you
fuck
are.
you.
24
no, fuck
million.
her. Honestly, anyone
And her
like that kind of
lawyer.
human. Exactly. No, anyone that's like that, that's the type of bitch that would sue people just to get money out of them, try to just take their money and just lie about it, is literally just scum of the earth to me. I've always thought that.
Scum of the earth.
That I'm like, you're trying to take not $1 million, $24 million from Cardi B because it's Cardi B.
Yep.
No, so go fuck yourself. Like that shit pisses me off.
That guy did that skiing with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, I know, and I'm so glad that she won.
By the way, if you're skiing, you're gonna get bumped and hit.
That's just
then
real life.
Gwyneth Paltrow countersued him for $1 just to make him pay for his lawyer, show up back at court, and to draw it all back out. She sure did, and she sued him for $1.
I'm so glad.
I am too. It teaches these people a lesson. Cardi B should countersue this woman. Let it roll.
Because then it's like, so then if you countersue in that way, that means that they have to pay for their own stuff?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yes,
So if you countersue, they have to cover their own legal fees.
And then you're suing for all the damages and time and the money you spent on your lawyers.
Got it.
So that could really screw them.
Fuck your shit up.
Yes.
And they can, like, I think they can do the thing where they like take money from your like paycheck, like, to make sure you are paying regardless.
Or what they call it, not draft. They garnish your wages.
Yes. So, garnish them.
Yes,
absolutely.
Because it stops people from doing this foolery. It stops people, but obviously,
I'm so glad she lost.
The court was like, "Are y'all so fucking for real? Get the hell out of here!"
Yeah, but
same thing with the Gwyneth Paltrow thing.
Absolutely. What I loved about it though is that there's so many things that have gone viral from Cardi because of how fucking funny she's been. Like, for example, like wearing the different wigs
that was
each
so
day.
Funny. No, ma'am, you had black short hair one day and long blonde hair today. It's a wig.
It's a wig. But I'm also like, what does it have anything to do with the case?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Cardi
she has a different wig. She was so funny. Her faces. There was another one that I thought was like crazy, and they were like, "Are you affiliated with any gangs?"
Girl,
and she's like,
"Be so for real."
Like, it's almost like fucking insane. Like, why are you even asking some of these questions? They're like, "Let me see your nails. We want to see them," because it was like she had like little, little nails, and they're like, "So what if you had 3-inch nails?"
Oh, girl. But they were drawing at straws for this case.
They're pulling anything that they possibly could. I like the part where she was like, "It's a wit," or something. She said something, "Hello," and he's like, "Hello, how are you?"
Hello.
I'm right here. And she's like, because it's just how she talks. Like, it's so funny to see someone that like talks the way she does in a legal proceedings.
Her interviews were so good after it,
oh my
too.
God, amazing.
Like, she ate that up, like, out of court. Like, her interviews were, like, so good. She said, my head is so raw right now from changing all these wigs for y'all, because she knew she was being filmed every day. I was cracking up. So, honestly, while this was probably a horrible, horrible headache for Cardi B, she's waking up at 5 a.m. in the morning. Great press.
It was really great press.
She promoting her album.
She knew it was going to win. That's the thing. She knew she was going to fucking win. And you know that there's like different album covers with her face on it now from the court.
And she did it on purpose.
Absolutely.
Because she was like promoting her album, and I'm like, correct, a business move. I love that.
I love that for her so much. I'm like, absolutely. Get your fucking bag out of this. But I just love that it turned into so many different memes and I'm so glad that they won, or that she won. Me too. Because I'm like, anyone that pulls shit like that, you're just like so scum to me. Like, I just can't. Like, it's so
you're
dumb.
a scam artist.
You're a scammer.
You are. So they just think just because somebody else has something, they should have a piece of it.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad. I feel like because these things are now filmed and put out there, that it makes it harder to get away with this behavior.
And just be dumb.
So... and that's our last topic for Rapid Fire today. So thank you guys so much for being here and joining us. Next week, we have a guest, and you guys are going to scream.
You love this guest.
You're going to love.
Can confirm. We also love this guest.
Can't confirm. This is a Judy of ours.
Yeah, it's a good Judy.
It's a good Judy.
So thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know what you guys thought of all these topics. The documentary, we love to hear you guys' thoughts on that. What do you think she's going to do now? And we'll catch you guys in our next episode.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
This September, CBS hits are streaming free on Pluto TV.
I'm coming in hot.
For this month only, you can watch full seasons of the CBS shows you love. From the courtroom drama of Matlock to the heroics of Fire Country. Go back to where it all began in NCIS Origins, or watch the hilarious hauntings of ghosts. All for free. Full seasons of the CBS shows you love. This month only on Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.